How to find product opportunity using Amazon brand analytics. Why is this important and how can it make you money? Brand analytics is something Amazon made available to the public a few years ago. And at the time, it honestly shocked people. The level of insight on this thing they provided was a whole new level. And this tool shows you the top keywords on Amazon either by week, by month, or even by day, ranked by search frequency. For each of those keywords, it then shows the top 3 products that were clicked, along with the percentage of total clicks those products received. And finally, it reveals which of those 3 products got the most conversions. That is, which one actually led to the most sales for that keyword. The value of that kind of data is massive. Now, if you've ever tried to work with it directly in Seller Central, you know how overwhelming it can get. You have access to it if your account is brand registered, by the way, and to use this inside of Helium 10, your Amazon account does need to be connected, and you do need brand registry enabled. But once you are set up, the insights you'll get are completely worth it. The issue with trying to work with this data inside of Amazon is that it gives you millions of keywords, and you'd have to download the full file into Excel, assuming that your computer can even handle that kind of data load, and then try to analyze it using pivot tables and formulas, super sexy stuff. And even if you do that, you can't link it back to Helium 10 metrics like search volume or title density, which is exactly why Helium 10 built this out as the third option in Black Box, under the tab called ABA Top Search Terms. This tool will allow you to blend Amazon brand analytics data with Helium 10 filters so you can spot opportunities with far less effort and far more context. Here is how I use it. Under top 3 total click share, I'm going to enter a minimum of 60%. What I'm saying here as an example is show me a keyword where the top 3 products combined are getting at least 60% of the clicks. Now under top 3 conversion share, I'm going to enter 1 to 30% for minimum and maximum respectively. Why is this opportunity? Well, think about it. If 3 products are getting 60% of the clicks, and in an equal world, they were converting at the same rate, you would expect them to also get about 60% of the sales, right? But if they're only converting at 30%, that tells you something important. People are clicking, but they are not buying. They are bouncing off those top listings and ending up purchasing from other products on the page. And that is where the opportunity lies. If I can figure out why shoppers are bouncing, maybe the pricing's off, maybe the images aren't really strong, maybe the listing feels untrustworthy, and then I can solve that. I could potentially own those conversions. It's a chance for you to step in, fix the gap, and redirect that shopper behavior towards your product instead. Now, I'll add in a few more filters to narrow this down. I'm going to plug in a search volume range between 3,000 and 8,000, let's say, set a minimum word count to 2, and then add a maximum title density of 5. That gives me results that are more niche, less saturated, and more buyer focused. Let's take a look at what comes up. One of the top results here I'm seeing is integrated vanity with flip top lighted mirror. It's a very specific keyword, which I love. It also shows that search volume is up 130% in the last month, so we know that interest is growing. But here's the kicker. The top 3 products for that keyword captured 80% of the total clicks, but they only converted 16% of the time. What does that tell you? It tells you that people are intrigued enough by those listings to click them, but something on the actual product page isn't quite resonating the right way. Maybe the product doesn't deliver what they expect, or the image gallery doesn't match the intent, or the offer just isn't competitive enough. But if people are clicking and someone else is closing the sale, that means there's room on page 1 for someone better, which could be you. Someone who understands the customer a little bit more. This, you guys, is what makes the tool so powerful. You're not just looking at search volume, you're looking at how engaged shoppers are with specific listings, where they fall off, and then where you can step in to convert those missed opportunities into revenue. This is just one way to use the brand analytics tab inside of Black Box. There are many more ways that you can slice and dice and filter this data, but if you're trying to identify where the biggest gaps are between interest and conversion, this is hands down one of the best places to start. I'll catch you in the next video.